start. I don't know, everybody. I keep getting this weird message, and then we tried this again. Oh, let me put it on public. Sorry. Okay. Hi, everybody. I'm going to attempt this stream again, and I'm sorry about the other day. That was lame, and I hope it works now because it's still giving me a weird message. I tested it the next morning, and everything was fine, and then maybe it's just the time that I'm doing it. I don't know, but we'll see. Anyway, hi again. I am going to try to pull up some stuff here. I want to see the chat if there's anybody. Right now, nobody's watching, which is good because I'm setting up. So, bear with me because this will be available later after the stream, and those of you who are watching later are watching me kind of set up. But I have the little baby boy here with me, so that might be interesting. I might have to cut out here, but I don't think so. He's pretty good as long as I'm holding him. And all right, so let's see. I wanted to talk about let's see, the past 8 months. Well, hold on. There's nobody watching yet, so I'm going to dawdle just a little bit more. I went ahead and did a new blog post today. So if you, oh, hello. If you are interested, you can check my website out. It's allegrarosebrown.com. That's allegrarosebrown.com, and you can go check that out. I've kind of had that website on hold for a while. It's in beta mode still. I feel like my website has been in beta mode for a long time. Oops. Sorry, I got you on camera there. But I obviously, having a child, you are very, very occupied with them. And so, you know, for the past several months, it's been pretty much the baby boy and my husband. And obviously, family comes first, as always. And the art is very important, but family comes first. So that is my little soapbox statement for today. I wrote notes, and I have my light holding down my notes because the book keeps closing. So, yeah, I wanted to just talk about what's kind of realities of living off-grid, what's new around here, and some things that I've been working on and some fun news about our garden art stand down at the road. Oops, sorry. And we have no water heater right now because it's broken. And actually it's not broken. We think it might be the water pressure. We troubleshot the water heater, which has been working great. It's an EcoTemp L5 is the model, so you can look that up. ECOTEMP is the water heater. It's an off-grid tankless water heater that hooks up to gas, and we have a hose hooked up to it. And probably the conventional use of it is to just have maybe one garden hose, but I think we have three or four garden hoses because the pump is pretty far away. So we're thinking there might be a hole in one of the garden hoses. My husband checked all the connections yesterday, and he said those were fine, but we're thinking maybe there's a hole in the garden hose because the pressure isn't going through. We bought a new water heater because we had troubleshot everything else. It's good that we have another water heater. They're not super expensive, but anyway, we have not had running water for a couple of days, and the good thing is we have family close by, so we can use their facilities if need be, but we just haven't had ours, and it just won't quit raining where we are, so we can't really do anything outside, and it feels like it's been raining for 5 months straight, which is fun. All of our power tools are locked up. I can't get my outhouse done. That outhouse has been, oh, dang it, now the stream health isn't good, so. This sucks. This is the second time this has happened, so. Alright, well, I'm gonna just hurry up here. Maybe, let me turn this light off. Let me see if that helps. I don't know why it would, but maybe it does. Hold on. Sorry. Just being kind of dark. Maybe that will help. Yeah, sorry everybody. This is so lame. Every single time I try to do a live stream, it's good for a while and then it goes bad. So I apologize. I don't know what to do about that. But I will keep plugging on and just muddle through this thing. We'll just be in the dark here. So, the outhouse. The outhouse has not been finished for a while, but I am finally have plans to get that done. You know what? It's not the light. We're just going to deal with, I can't be in the dark like that. So, I went out to check it out the other day, and it works. Everything is set up. You know, when I made my first how to make a nice outhouse video, I got it finished to where it was, like, usable and good. But I didn't trim it out very much, and so it's just unfinished. And the point of the video is to show me making it by myself. So I have, you know, put it on hold and put it on hold, and then other things came up, and this kind of gets into the mental hoarding topic that I like to talk about a lot because I've had a lot going on. And last year I was pregnant, so that was kind of a big thing. I wasn't going to go use power tools while pregnant, and I just kind of let it go and let it go. But now I can start kind of working on it as soon as the rain lets me get the power tools going. I can get that trimmed out and a lot better. So let's see. What can I do to make this? Let's see. Can anybody comment and just, is the buffering really super annoying? Should I just keep going or should I stop this stream and start over again? Hi! Okay. Alright, well, whatever. I'm going to keep going. So, what else? I talked about my website, and I don't know if any of you who are watching now heard me talk about my website, but I'm finally getting that going, and I haven't updated it in a really long time, so I finally updated it today, and I'm going to go ahead and update that every week at least. I think that's reasonable. Now that he's a little bit older, I can do, you know, by focusing on our family first and then doing the website and my art second. I have plenty of time to do those things as long as I kind of have it in mind to do it maybe once a week. I'm not going to be posting every day or anything like that because I can't keep up with that right now. And so there's that. And what else? I'm really enjoying these live streams. If I can get the timing to work, if I can get my, I don't know, my output seems to be bad. So I'll work on it again. Again, I'm sorry, I checked on it after day before yesterday's live stream went bad. I checked on it and it was fine. So I don't know, it starts out being fine and then a few minutes in it says the health isn't good. So I'm a little bit self-conscious about that. I'm looking at my notes. A cool thing happened yesterday. There is a local fellow who has lived here, and his family has lived here for ages and ages, and he is a tree guy. He makes things out of wood, and so he collects trees whenever he can. And since we have so many trees around here, he came by, and my dad was giving him a tree, or actually a couple trees for him to use and mill. He has his own mill and everything. And I just happened to walk by just to see what they're doing because a huge tree cut down. And these are older older gentlemen, and they cut down a lot of trees like within a couple of hours. It's pretty amazing. And these are big trees. So I went up there and I said, well, do you want, I have a nice big Douglas fir down here if you want it. And so we walked down, and then throughout the process of looking at all the trees, we decided to cut down a bunch that have been kind of thorns in my side that Brant and I were going to cut down, but now that he works so much, it's just keeps getting put off. And so he offered to cut them down himself, and then he is going to trade me and give me a bunch of lumber, like really nice lumber, to build the farm stand down at the road. Because, well, my farm stand that I kind of put together, it was pretty cute for a while, and then it just started getting kind of nasty, and it blew over in a big windstorm we had a couple weeks ago. And I was like, it needs to be rebuilt anyway because it's so crappy right now. So all the wood was kind of rotting and everything. So with that, that's just really exciting because the trees that are going to be going are going to allow for a lot more sunlight for the garden, which will mean I can grow many more vegetables and many more flowers than I ever have been able to before. And then I will have lumber for our farm stand, and it's going to be a really nice farm stand. The point is to have it be kind of an established art and garden farm stand. Uh-oh. Let me look at my health here really quick. What does that mean? It's turned from green to red to now it's yellow. It's okay, so, okay, that's all right. It's better than bad. All right, so having the art garden farm stand down at the road, where I have my some art like cards and some handmade items, and then produce and flowers on display mostly during the summertime, spring, summer, fall, but mostly the summertime. And then having a little note down there for people who stop by saying we now have open studio, so you're welcome to come up and come to the cabin where I have my studio, and you can come talk to me and buy more high-end art that I wouldn't put down at the road because people do steal. And anyway, I know, isn't that lame? So that is really exciting because that's something I've been wanting to do pretty much the whole time I've lived here, but it's just, it's been a process, and it is not something that can happen overnight when you have like 50 things going on and then a new baby and things like that. So that's really exciting, and yeah, that's just kind of the main deal of it's getting that art stand going and eventually having this cabin be a place where people can come during the summertime, come up, open studio. Maybe we'll be barbecuing that day and have kind of food available and drinks, things like that. And it'll kind of keep people interested. There's a lot of things to do. There's the garden. There, you can walk around the cabin and the studio, and so it's the type of place where I want it to be set up where you feel invited to come in, and then you feel invited and welcome to stick around for a while and hang out. Not be a drunk loiterer or anything. So that's something that I'm going to have to think about, because every small town has a character or two or three who might be willing to take advantage of that. But in general, I think people would just enjoy, you know, I can see people during the summer on their bikes or tourists or whatever, seeing a charming little farm stand by the road and then seeing a note saying, we have open studio today, come on up for a beverage and a snack and meet the artist and see what other work is available, and have art for sale. So, yay! What else? I was going to talk, realities of living off grid. Well, I did talk about the shower situation. So, let's see. I love living this lifestyle very, very, very much, and it is very challenging. It requires a lot of work, and when your water heater breaks down, well, the water heater is not broken down. I'm pretty sure it's the water pressure, so we're going to find that out tomorrow. And once we do find out what's going on, okay, then great, we'll have it fixed, and then we'll have our shower and our dishwashing station back. But in the meantime, I've had to take dishes over to a family member's house. I've also had to wash dishes kind of with boiling water here on the stove, which is actually not that bad. And one tip I will give is to try to keep your dishes low. So if you have 2 people in your family, just 2 bowls, 2 forks, 2 knives, 2 of every utensil, and just wash them right after you use them with your boiling water or with your water, and just keep them in one place. We had the tendency of accumulating dishes. We'd use a dish, and then I put it in the tray to take out to wash, and then instead of, well, what would happen actually is I would wash them, and then I'd put them in the drying rack, but then I would forget them and leave them outside, and then I'd get paranoid that birds and critters touched them, and then so I'd have to rewash them, and well, that's my OCD. So you just gotta try to pare it down and keep your utensils as low as possible. So we don't have the running water. Hopefully we'll have it back tomorrow. And I was going to show his bathtub. I can give him baths. We do have water, so we went and got water in the jugs. So we have tons of jugs of water, and then we have the big 5-gallon, the big jugs of water. So we have a lot of water. It's just that we have to go get it at the store or at the house or whatever. And I don't know. Any of you out there have had power outages, or if you live on a well where the water goes out because the power is out and you have to keep water collected. It's kind of that situation. Okay, I talked about my website, and I am hoping to be able to have some Valentine's Day cards on Etsy. If you go to my website, there's a tab at the top called Store, and it just goes straight to my my Etsy account, and that's where I sell art online right now. And the only thing I have available is a really expensive painting, but I will be having cards available soon, just FYI, or if you know somebody who would be interested, just let them know. Animals will be mostly what I have. Ooh, hold on a second. I'll show you an image. Just bear with me for a sec. Okay, I don't have any cards printed right now because I just don't. But I'm getting, it's hard to see, but this is kind of the images. That's one of the Valentine's Day card themes. Birds and ink drawings. It's hard to see on this camera, but also with the calendar that I made, on my blog, I talked about how I made a calendar for close friends and family for Christmas, and I didn't finish it because I got into a car accident on December 13th, and it was very terrifying. Everybody was okay, thank God. Everything is taken care of insurance-wise, but psychologically, it really messed me up. I felt like I was a failure. Just being on the road and getting into an accident with, the baby was with me, Redbone was with us, and she ended up in the front seat. And it was very horrible and scary, and I'm still traumatized by it. But anyway, it set me back for getting my Christmas presents done, but I'm making a calendar, and this is kind of it's my beta version calendar, And so it's just one page. If you can see, it's just a drawing and then the days down below. And so that's January. And I have another peacock theme for February. Whoops. And I am going to be sending the first few months out to my family and friends. Oops, it's hard to... Peacocks. March is... there's a leprechaun down at the bottom of that rainbow. And then April. So I have the first 4 months done. And that's like a seaside. I don't know why I would make that be April, but I just did. So these little ink drawings are things that I've been doing. And that kind of is the segue into me talking about the calendar that I'm going to be making for 2020. And I'll be working on it all year long. And at the end of the year, I want to give you all an opportunity to do an art drawing and win a calendar. And then I'll have that for sale on my website too. So anyway, that's pretty much it for now. Again, I apologize for the stream health if it was slow or choppy on your end. I hope to resolve that soon. It seems like it's kind of improved a little bit, so I'll look into it some more and see what's going on with that. Oh, I should probably check. Did anybody message me? No, nobody's messaged, so I don't need to... Oh, it looks good there on Air Voice. Thank you for letting me know on Air Voice. And thanks for watching. I don't know how to do this. Thank you all for watching and dealing with my lack of technical expertise. I thought I had it in the bag, but apparently I don't. So I'll get better at that. All right, I'm going to get going, and I'm going to try another live stream. I just kind of randomly pick times and days. I'm going to try to figure out what is the best time. I feel like I can do a live stream more than once a week, so maybe a few live streams a week, depending on my time, of course. But yeah, I'm just trying to narrow down the best days and times, so I'm just doing them at random intervals right now and figuring out what works. Okay, so thanks again for watching, and I will check you next time. Take care. Bye.